Alright, listen up you lot. You ever get feeling world's gone soft? Like everyone's just coasting up fumes and participation trophies? Well, if you did, then buckle up, because that's precisely what we're going to talk about. See, some numpty on my recent TikTok decided to share their expert opinions on my gaming strategy. I appreciate the enthusiasm, truly. Well, let me tell you something. Most of it was about as useful as a chocolate teapot in a blizzard. So I'm going to dissect these comments piece by glorious piece and expose the absolute, well, let's just say they're missing a few brain cells. We'll be talking about enough participation trophy entitlement to make a Roman emperor blush. But hey, at least it'll be entertaining, right? So grab a beverage, preferably something stronger than warm milk, and get ready for some straight talking, unfiltered Scotty McG. Because in this channel we deal with good, bad, and downright idiotic. Buckle up, buttercup. Right, first up on docket of daft comments is this little gem right here. Now this fella seems to think that XDefiant needs participation trophies to be fun. Participation trophies? Is this bloke stuck in kindergarten? Listen here, sunshine, a decent game doesn't need a pat on the back for everyone just showing up. It needs good gameplay, a sense of challenge, and developers who actually listen to the community. And guess what? That's exactly what seems to be happening here. These devs put in effort to fix bugs on an American holiday, no less. That's dedication, folks. That shows they're invested in making the game better. Now that's something I can get behind. So hold your horses there, champ. Maybe instead of assuming worst, try acknowledging a bit of good old-fashioned hard work. Unless of course you'd rather just hand out participation trophies for everyone who loses a game of hopscotch. In which case, well, I don't know what to tell you. Right, let's move on to the next bit of brilliance, shall we? Alright, here we have another doozy of a comment. Fellow seems to be under impression that video games need some grand reason to be played, some overarching objective beyond, you know, having fun. Now, is that really what we've come to? Fun is no longer a motivator. We need flashing lights, arbitrary challenges, and participation trophies at end just to feel good about ourselves. Look mate, video games are a form of entertainment. Just like watching a film or reading a book. You play them because you enjoy challenge, story, camaraderie with friends. Not because you're expecting a gold medal for participation. And another thing, last thing I checked, developers of XDefiant are based in San Francisco, California. Now I'm no Einstein, but I'm pretty sure that's on west coast of the United States. Not exactly next door to France. Geography lesson aside, point is, devs are clearly working on game, listening to community and putting in effort, so why not just enjoy it ride? Who knows, you might even have some fun along the way. Crazy thought, right? Right, we've got more inane comments to tackle. Let's see what other gems this buffoon has left for us. You know, son, the more you say it, the more I think you might be onto something. Here we have a game developer actively fixing bugs, listening to feedback from community and putting in legwork to make a game better. Sounds an awful lot like someone earning a win to me. But if your definition of winning is getting a participation trophy for simply showing up, then more power to you. Maybe you can track down some participation trophies for participation trophy collectors. There's probably a whole ceremony for that these days. Look, here's the thing, not everyone needs a pat on the back just for trying. Especially when developers are clearly putting effort in. So why not ditch participation trophy mentality and judge game on its own merits? You might be surprised yourself actually have some fun. Alright, onwards to the next comment. Blimey, here we go again. Seems this numpty thinks unlocking camos and completing calling card challenges are key to winning in XDefiant. Calling cards? Camos? Son, have you ever actually played a video game before? Let me tell you something. Those fancy camos and calling cards, they don't make you a better player, right? Might make you look a bit swankier, a bit more intimidating, but they ain't gonna magically improve your aim or give you superpowers. No sir. Those things are cosmetic. They're there to show off a bit, to personalise your experience. But if you think they're the key to victory, then you're barking up wrong tree entirely. Look, if you want to win in XDefiant, focus on fundamentals, right? Learn maps, master weapons, and work on your teamwork. Those fancy calling cards and camos, they're just sprinkles on cake. Real win comes from owning your skills and outsmarting your opponents. The ditch mentality that unlocking stuff equals winning. Focus on getting good. And maybe, just maybe, those camos and calling cards will actually mean something when you finally earn them. Now this, folks, this is kind of numpty that makes me want to grab a cuppa and settle in for a good rant. See, our friend here seems to think there's naught to do in XDefiant but chase participation trophies. Participation trophies? In a game about running, gunning and, oh yeah, winning actual game? Have you even booted up game, mate? There's objectives to complete, enemies to outsmart, and a whole lot of shooting to be done. That, my friend, is essence of gaming. Challenge, competition, thrill of victory. Not just mindlessly running around collecting trinkets so you can feel good about yourself. Look, if all you care about are rewards and participation trophies, then maybe XDefiant ain't the game for you. There's plenty of other titles out there that will shower you with goodies just for showing up. But if you're looking for an actual challenge, a game that rewards skill and teamwork, the XDefiant might be just your cup of tea. So here's a thought, why not get game a proper go before you slam it? You might just discover that having fun and winning game are actually the same thing. And that, my friend, is exact opposite of a participation trophy mentality. Now, this numpty seems to have a few choice words for yours truly. First off, sunshine, name's Scotty McG, and last time I checked I shower regularly, so the whole wet wipe thing, bit rich coming from someone who can't spell properly, but hey, that's beside the point. Real kicker here is this fella seems to not even play XDefiant, and yet here he is gracing us with his negative comments. What's the point, mate? Don't like game? Don't play it. Simple as that. Well, folks, that's all we have time for today. We've dissected some truly spectacular comments, haven't we? Participation trophy enthusiast and camo connoisseur. Internet truly is a treasure trove of, well, let's just say interesting takes. But hey, that's what makes these discussions fun, right? Ironing out wrinkles, separating wheat from chaff. So if you enjoyed this little rant session, then smash that like button, hit subscribe, and leave a comment below with your thoughts and gaming stories. Might just feature them on the channel. And I'll see you next time, you magnificent